Hey, today we are going to learn about connect file here. So connect file is used to copy the data, whatever the whatever the data which is available in your Pega application. That data would be saved into your external system, that is in which it can be your local system, or it can be any path which you specify which is connected with your Pega platform. So now here we are connecting that to the we are copying the data which is available in Pega system to the in the Pega application to the one in my local system which is available in personal edition. So I'm taking that path, so there it will create one file, and in that file whatever the data I give from from my application, that data would be stored in the file. So your connect file is available under integration connectors. So in the integration connectors you see connect file. So let's open this connect file. Connect file is an instance of rule-connect-file. So let's give one label here. So we will be changing this connect file. We'll be using, basically it should be there, but we are writing this in the work class. So let's write in one of our case type. Yes, we'll go with this. So let's create and open. So when you create and open, we have a service tab in connect file rule. So here it will ask you the destination path. So what is the destination path? Where do you want to create? So that destination path we have to provide here. It can be your folders which are available in your desktop. So I will be using my personal editions destination path. Yes. So whatever the file name you want to create, you can write that file name over here. So this file name is not existing in your path. This is the newly created one which you execute your connect file rule. So I'm giving sample.txt. So a txt file is generated, and then you have another option called as if file already exists. So in if file already exists, there are three options: fail, append, and overwrite. When you select fail, if this file is already existing in the path, then you cannot create another file, or you cannot do it. If it is append, you can append on the already created file. If it is overwrite, whatever it is there in the previous file, so that would be overridden. And now I am taking fail here, so that if it is already existed, my file should not, or whatever I am doing, that should not be enabled. Sorry, that should not be created. Then there is another option called as enable BOM. So whenever whenever you transfer the files from your application from Pega to your application, so whenever you are transferring this or copying that, there would be some special characters created. So we are removing those special characters. To avoid that, we are going with this enable BOM. And then we have something called as file connection handling, keep file open. So whenever you select this checkbox, so your file will always be opened. That means if you once you open it, means for Pega it is open. Even though in your system you don't open it, but for Pega it treats that your file is opened. So when it is opened, you cannot modify, you cannot edit, you cannot do anything on it. So always it's better you close this, or you do not check this, uncheck this. But for us, let's take this file is open and see whether we have any. We'll see whether we got any errors. Once we do twice or thrice, when you create this connect file, we will see when we get an error or not. So you can select this as keep file open for now. So what does it mean? Means Pega always treats that this file is opened. So we select it. And coming to the error handling, if there are any error handling, if there is any errors occurring using this connect file, so those values would be those errors would be saved under this properties, py status value and py status message. We are not changing anything. By default, whatever the Pega is giving us, we'll go with this, and that's it. We'll save this. Right, if you see in the bottom, you have something called as text connectivity. So what does this text connectivity will do? So this text connectivity will explain you that whether the path you have given is right or not. So what we do is we will click on text connectivity and check whether our path is success or not. If you see, our path is success, that is whatever the given destination path is there, it is properly given to us. Yeah, to use this connect file we need to create activity. So this is 8.6 version, that's why you can see type as activity, legacy and automation. Before that there was no type, option, so we are just providing a label here, connect file demo activity. Basically we should not give the keywords, so avoid using the keywords, and I am writing that in the same class, onboarding class. So let's create that. Yes, so this is our activity. So we have a method called as connect file method, so let's use that. So as our file, as our connect file, and again is available in the same class, so we are avoiding step page. So let's open the parameters. So your connect file has two parameters, one is connector name and next one is the operation. So operations means which file you want to copy into your system. So it can be a HTML stream, it can be XML stream, it can be eForm, it can be work attachment, it can also be from clipboard property, or you can use a map structured rule, and there is something called as close file. So we'll use write from clipboard property. Then what is the parameter actually? What property you want to add into the file? So we have two properties here. You can use those properties. Either it can be contact or name. So but as we are using this activity independently, we will use property set to initialize some value. So in the parameter, definitely you should write the property name. So for that we'll write property set. So above this we'll write property set, and we will refer this property in the connect file method. Yeah, so here actually I should give dot contact, but instead I'm giving param dot contact. But we will say we will change this property set also there, and save this, and we'll do action and run. So already I opened the file which is created, so that's why I am seeing the error. Okay, so already this file is opened, because for that reason it is throwing an error, because I have seen some other options which is not available in the video. That's why you see that error. So now what we do is we will make this keep file fail, right? It's already available, that's why it is getting failed. So if I'm overriding it, even still you'll get the error, because that file is already opened. So next we'll see save and run this. Still you can see error, because file is already opened. So for that what we have to do is we need to go to the connect file rule. Yes, we have to go to the connect file rule, and in that we have to see already it's open, that's why it is not showing. So yeah, so we'll make this as an disable and save this. Let's save and run this. Can you see now it is success? Let's go to the folder and see whether we got this number or not. Yes, so time is also seen. Yes, we got this number. So instead of writing param.contact, let's write directly .contact and see. So keep file is also opened and it is overwriting. In this connect file we'll make it as dot contact. Let's change the property value also. Save this and let's run this and check. Yes, it is successful, and see our sample time changed. Open this. Yes, you can see over here that some number has come, whatever the number we have written. Okay, so this is how you do using what in clipboard property. Let's change the clipboard property to HTML file. So let's create HTML rule. Okay, so let's now use operation as HTML stream rule. So I'll show you how to create HTML stream rule now. So yeah, select this, and here we have to create the we have to write the HTML stream, that is HTML rule. So let's see that. We will change the connect file into HTML also. It's not text file. So save this. So we do not have HTML rule in 8.6, which is not showing here. Actually, it is not seen on here in create things. Okay. So for that, what we do is, see, if you see in user interface, there is no HTML file. If you see technical, there is no HTML rule, sorry, HTML rule type. In sysadmin, it will be available in technical only, but it is not shown here. So for that, what I did is I went to the rule set and used already available HTML files. I went to the already available rule set, so that is Pega rules. So in this Pega rules, I am taking in the 8.1.1 we have so many rules, right? So let's open that rule and search for any of the HTML rules. Yeah, here I'm searching for HTML. Yes. So let's take any one of the HTML there from here, and we'll save as this into our rule set and also into our work class. Okay, so it will not save directly because it's a final rule, so it won't be saved. You have to change the label. Yes, so you have to change the label. So let's change the label, or identifier, not label exactly, it's identifier. So let's change the identifier. So if you change label, automatically our identifier also will change. Yes, so let's create and open. So I have already one a section rule which is having HTML code, so that I'll be copying over here. Yes, I copied. So let's save this. So we'll use this ID in our connect file rule. Yes, so here we'll write this and save this, and next action run. Okay, I'm making it as keep file open because anyways it didn't create till now. So let's see whether it will create or not, because it's a .html file. So what's the error? Let's see, it is saying stream closed. Okay, so stream closed is coming up, so maybe we have to save, and we need to check your connect file. So let's go to that connect file again. So it didn't create here, but still you got the error. So let's save this and we'll change that. Right, so keep file open, save this. So we'll uncheck this, save this, we'll see text connectivity. Yeah, it's all good. Let's see now. Okay, the problem was actually I gave a space over there, extra space, so remove that space. That's the reason why it's not it's not executing. That's why they got a success failure. So now you got success. Okay, right, let's go and see our folder. Right, you can see sample. Open this, you'll have the one which I have written. So yeah, one which I have written. Right, welcome to my training sessions. It's there, but maybe it was not properly recorded. Yes. So let's go back and we'll select that connect file, file opened one. Okay, so let's see. Yes, I'm running this again. So it's always success because your connect file is not there is no file open there, right? So now let's select keep file open and save this. Now you go and run your connect file activity. Now it shows error because it's already opened. Can you see? File open will not be done. So what you have to do for this, if you see a tracer also, you see that the stream is not closed. Okay, so what you have to do for this, again you need to write connect file method. Okay, so we'll write connect file method. In operations we have one one of the operations is called as close file. Okay, so take connector name. So this closes file in Pega. So actually by default in Pega it is already open because you selected the check file, right? So check open, right? So now what you're doing, you're closing it and saving. Still you see an error happens because you already opened it. Before this only you opened. Basically if it is new one nothing happens, but you already opened it, so that's why still it you will show, you'll see error. Yes, yes, you'll see the error. Why? Because first you already opened and next you are closing. So what we do is we will swap these lines. We'll make this third one as second one and then second one as third one. So now you have this, right? Third step is that, second step is close file. Now you run it, it will save. You'll see success. Yes. So this is about connect file. So we have seen three things in it: how to write a property in clipboard and how to copy the HTML file, and also we have seen closing a file. Thank you.